Hello, my students. For this next video, as you can see, we're going to have the revision on the canal utility approach to the theory of consumers' behavior. We have the assumption of the canal utility, which are rationality, cardinality, constant marginal utility of money, and diminishing marginal utility of money. And when we talk about rationality, what does it mean for the consumer to be rational? Please kindly take note that you follow what I'm saying to write out your note from what I'm saying so that you can easily revise, or you can take the video from time to time to remember what you have been taught. That is the beauty of this online thing. When we talk about rationality, what does it mean? Rationality means that the consumer behaves rationally. And in behaving rationally, the consumer maximizes the utility from consuming the commodity to price constraint and the budget constraint. That means subject to the budget and the price constraint, the consumer does everything to maximize the utility that he derives from the commodity consumed. What about cardinality? The cardinality assumption of the theory of consumers' behavior means that the utility of each commodity is measurable. Now, the most convenient measure is money. That is the most convenient way of measuring utility. Therefore, what this means is that the monetary unit that a consumer is prepared to pay for another unit of a commodity measures the utility of that commodity. That's why I say that the most convenient measure is money, and in measuring in terms of money, that is what we mean. That the most convenient way of measuring it is measuring utility is money, and what the consumer is willing to pay for that commodity measures the utility of that money. Under assumption of the cardinal utility is a constant marginal utility of money. Now, what this means is that if monetary units are used as a measure of utility, then the marginal utility of money must be assumed to be constant. Then finally, we talk about the diminishing marginal utility. What does it mean? What do we mean by diminishing marginal utility? It means that the greater the rate of consumption of a commodity per unit of time, the less is the marginal utility. The less is the marginal utility. In other words, as you consume more and more of a commodity, less and less will be added as additional units of satisfaction. That's what we mean by the word diminishing marginal utility of money. Now, in addition to what we're talking about, the assumption of the marginal utility of money, we're going to talk about the utility function. Now, what do we mean by that? If you can see what I've written down here, economists generally employ the mathematical term utility function to describe the behavioral relationship between total utility and the unit of a commodity consumed per unit of time. Now, for example, the total utility function of an individual for good S may be expressed as TU, which stands for total utility, F for function of it's a function of commodity X, which I've written here as 10S minus 0.75 S squared. Total utility. The marginal utility in this case is a prime function of X. Now, if you take a derivative of the total utility, the TU ds will give you 10 minus 1.5 S, which is the marginal utility. Now, there are some things that we'll take from this in the next class for you to understand how we'll be able to get the number of units of this commodity that are consumed to get total utility per unit of time. No, we can also get the units of X that are consumed for this consumer to be at his highest level of satisfaction. This is represented in this diagram here. You can see here. Now, the highest point of satisfaction, that is the maximum utility, that is the saturation rate. Later on, we'll be able to know how we got this 7.5 units of S consumed per unit of time. That's what this one means. We'll be able to know how to get this later on, how we arrived at this from the saturation rate, maximum units of the commodity consumed, and what this one also means, that the marginal utility diminishes and gets to a point where it intersects the horizontal line, the S units of commodity consumed per unit of time. So this figure represents total and marginal utility functions, and is talking about total and marginal utility function where the consumer is getting utility per unit of time in the total utility is increasing in a decreasing manner. We'll talk about more of this later on, but for the purpose of taking short videos, I'll stop here. If you have any question, you can send your question so that we'll explain. But this will be very easy for you. All you need to do is to go through this thing again and again. We'll be getting to more complex ones later on. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to upload another video, maybe 1 or 2 other videos for you to look at these things. Thank you. Bye.